I made brown stew chicken today. So if you want to see how I made it, come, let me show you. So today I'm going to show you how to make brown stew chicken. You may notice that I'm dressed a little differently today. Well, today is Mother's Day. So I just want to wish all of you a happy Mother's Day. I hope you're being spoiled. I hope you're being appreciated today. We do a lot for our children, don't we? And speaking about our children, my oldest son, Cordell, and his girlfriend, Annalena, invited me and my mother to come over to have a Mother's Day brunch at their place. So before I go, I have to season up this chicken for tonight. So, with that said, I'm going to put on my apron because I don't want to be ruining my outfit. Okay, so I'm back with my apron and I have about 10 pieces of chicken thigh here. I've already pre washed this. So, I washed it with water, vinegar, and lemon juice. Okay. Now, normally I would just you can keep them like this if you want. I like to have them in smaller pieces. So I have like this thing that I bought from Temu. So I'm going to cut it up in like three pieces, kind of. I like to take off a chunk like this so it's like boneless. And then I like to cut it right in half like this. So this is like the size that I like to have them, almost bite size, and keep the bone in. So I'm just going to put that back in the bowl. I'm going to be adding some green seasoning. Now, I normally season this the night before, as I always do. I season all my meat the night before, but I was running a little late last night and I was just too tired. So I watched a movie with my mother instead. Got to spend some good time with my mom. And I'm going to be seasoning this early before we make it today. So it's going to be way past the 4 hour, usually the minimum requirement. Now, you can season it half an hour before. The longer you season it, the better the food is going to taste, obviously. Now I'm going to add approximately 1 teaspoon of salt. It's really salt and pepper to taste, to be honest. Same thing with the pepper. I don't have time to be sitting there like using like I'm constantly going like this. Like I'm not doing that. I cook too much in larger portions, so I sprinkle. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I sprinkle. Add probably about a tablespoon of browning. Not a lot. 2 scallion. I washed these already. Add that to that. I like to usually, to be honest, I like to go slice it in half like this. Kind of pull it through like that, and then cut it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just put it in there. This is how I do it. I don't know. People chop it up on their cutting boards. I just do it for my hands. Just quicker for me, I guess. I also now I know. Don't come for me because I have it in a jar. I just find it a lot easier and just more convenient. So I'm going to grab like 3 garlic cloves, 3 nice sized garlic cloves. Oops. Oh, that one fell. Okay, I'm going to use this little contraption here, add them in here. Just makes it a lot easier. And then we just squish it through. See? I love it. You get fresh garlic each and every time instead of having to chop it all the time. That's perfect. And then you just like squish it, so you just take it out, right? Call me. You want to call me. I hope I don't get copyright for this one. From the other day, why I play. I love it. Anyway, get some sugar. You said, baby, I want to do what you said. I need a 1, 2, 3 hour man. Anyway, now normally people fry it first. Like they fry the sugar first. I like to have it in my chicken because when I'm frying up the chicken, it kind of gives it that caramelized right onto the chicken. So I like to do it this way. Okay. Satisfaction, not every girl dream. Wiggle and scream from sexy Maxine. You said beanie. Anyway, here. Okay. 2. All right. I'm going to grab some gloves so I can mix it all up. Okay. Yes, these are food safe. I checked to make sure. Okay, so let's mix it all up. Just for the ones that complain, I just want to make sure you know they are food safe. Also want to give a shout out to one of my followers on Facebook. Her name is Sherry. Sherry Mohammed. Messaged to me on Facebook and we're just chit chatting and stuff. And she asked me to hail her up. So that's what I'm doing. Sherry, I told you I was going to be making brown stew chicken and I would hail you up. So here we go. She was very nice. And thank you so much for subscribing, by the way. So, if you guys are interested, I have a subscription based on Facebook, and I provide like behind the scenes footage, just kind of like little tidbits and personal clips about my life in the background, so like what people don't get to see. It's kind of like a VIP for all of you, just as an appreciation of your support. So, if you guys are interested, just check me out. And as I've mentioned, my older son is inviting me to have a brunch at their place. My other son, Tyrell, I have three sons. I have Cordell is my oldest, Tyrell is my middle child, and Donnell is my baby. As Jamaican people will say, my wash belly picnic. So anyway, um, they're planning something for me. I gave them some suggestions if they wanted, and they're like, no, we have something better for you. So we're just gonna have to see what they have planned for me today. And to be honest, I'm loved every day. I'm appreciated every day by them. Um, they're wonderful, wonderful young men. I'm just grateful to have them as my sons. I wouldn't choose anybody else to be my kids. And they've turned out to be, I mean, they were wonderful little kids. A lot of people say like, oh, boy moms, like boys are so hard. They actually weren't. They were wonderful. I would never switch that for anything. I love being a boy mom. um, they're just wonderful. So I'm grateful to be their mom, and I'm so thankful that um, I was given the opportunity to do that. So, anyways, I'm going to grab this and put this in the fridge, let it sit. I won't be making it probably for another 5 hours or so, 5, 6 hours. So it'll be plenty of time to season in the fridge. And then I will be back to show you how I make it. Okay, so stay tuned. So I have the bag here and I'm just going to add it to the bag. There's a classic playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. Flex up, time to up. I can't say that. I love this song. She reminds me of high school, to be honest. Okay, I'm done. I will see you later. Okay, so we're back. And I'm in my normal attire, my uniform. I'm going to add some oil here. So Mother's Day was amazing. And I was too tired and did not want to cook that same day. So I decided to let the chicken marinate overnight. So today is the day after. Ooh, that is hot. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the chicken. Where's the chicken? Okay, so here's the bag of chicken, deliciously marinated, and we're gonna cook that. We're gonna fry this chicken out. Remember, we already have the sugar on the chicken from seasoning, so we're gonna let this naturally sweat out all of the juices, and then we're gonna start adding all of the different ingredients afterwards. So, see how the water is all pretty much gone, and the chicken is like nicely browned? This is what it's supposed to look like, okay? I'm going to take it out now. Hold on, let me put that to the side here. And I'm going to grab all of it and put it in this bowl. For now, we're going to transfer it to the bowl. Okay? See, look. See? Nicely browned. And we're going to add it to this bowl here. I'm not taking the juices because we're going to be making the sauce. We're going to build the sauce and then we're going to add the chicken back in. I have half of a green pepper and half of a red pepper. This is one large onion, and this is a couple of sprigs of thyme. So I'm going to grab the onion right now and add it to the oil like this. I'm also going to add the peppers. Trying something different. I had everything prepared already so that the video wouldn't be too long. So I'm going to grab this and just kind of fry it up in the juices of the chicken. So I'm going to just let this cook for probably about 5 more minutes and then we'll continue on with the sauce. Now that it's ready to go, I'm going to add the thyme, a quarter cup of ketchup. You can add less or more if you want, doesn't matter. It's really up to you. And I've got my homemade hot sauce. I'm going to add like a teaspoon of that. Okay, so now we're just going to mix it up nicely. And I'm going to grab some water to make the gravy, I guess. Add 1 cup of water. So we're going to let that simmer for about 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Put to the side there. See? Okay. I'm going to add the chicken back in. All that juice is in there. Don't want to get rid of any of that. We're going to coat that with the delicious juices, sauce. And I'm going to add 1 more cup of water in there. Okay, so here's the other cup of water. Add that there. Stir that up nicely. I'm going to put it on kind of like a low medium and just let it cook for about 20 minutes. Watch how nice it is. Look, watch. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I'm going to add the carrots now. Okay, so this is 1 large carrot. Add that in there. Mix it up a bit. I might add a little bit more water because it looks like it's kind of down a bit. It is a big pot, so maybe that's why I need some more water. Okay, I'm going to add probably another cup of water. Okay, so here's another cup of water. And actually, so I have 4 kind of like small, medium-ish potatoes that I'm sitting in water because I pre-cut them. Remember, I told you that I did that? Okay, so I'm gonna take the water out and then put it in. Okay, so I drained the water out. I'm just gonna add it to here. I'm gonna make sure I put that into the juices so that it cooks nicely in there. And we're gonna cook this probably for another 20 minutes. I don't want like white potatoes. Cover back on and let that cook for another 20 minutes. It's a process, guys. It's a process. Okay, guys. So the brown stew chicken is ready. Everything you do with me, I do you back. Yep. Anyways, look how beautiful that is. Who wants some of this? Beautiful. It's so nice. My brown stew chicken, seasoned to perfection. So nice. You know, the first bite's always for you. Now that you've had your first bite, it's my turn to have a bite because you're not going to taste it. Right? Get a little bit of the rice. Mmm. Oh, it's so good. Mm-hmm. You're going to love this one too. It's delicious. Potatoes, carrots, chicken, rice, a little bit of heat. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.